That was a rough ride. Pat, ask our pilot what happened.
Bill, why the rough ride?
Sorry about that, boys. Our visitors managed to get us staying out on the runway. Didn't want to chance any damage to Windsucker, so I hopped over him. Good thing we have a light fuel load, though. He might have damaged our undercarriage otherwise.
Hopped over him?
Well, sort of. Didn't have enough speed to lift and stay up, so I just rotated early, knowing we would only travel a few hundred feet before touching down again. With full thrust, I almost stayed up. Hey, as a touch and go, it was pretty smooth.
I'd sure hate to ride with you on a rough one.
Bill, you said we have a light fuel load?
Much lighter than usual. General figured we might need to shorten our rollout. Boy, was he right. Anyway, we'll need to take on almost twice the usual fuel load from our tanker.
I thought the Air Force had fighters en route.
They do, but we got a plan.
So what's the plan?
Command, this is Gatekeeper. We have a radar lock on the air tanker. Vectoring to intercept now.
Copy that, Gatekeeper. Orders just came down. You are authorized to use whatever force necessary.
Copy that, Command. Lethal force authorized.
Correct, but you will need a visual confirmation. And we don't want to shoot down the wrong plane.
Looks like the fighters are about to reach the tanker. How we doing, Bill?
We'll be in position in less than 5 minutes.
I hope this works.
Command, we are orbiting 2,000 feet above tanker right now. We have radar contact on incoming bogey matching our target signature. Expect a visual in a couple minutes.
We haven't got much time. Fighters will have visual within the next few minutes.
How's it coming, Bill?
About 10 minutes more.
Not sure we have that much, Bill.
Command, incoming bogey is red herring.
Our decoy's about to be identified. Once they start looking for us, it won't take long to find us.
I think you're right. We're breaking off right now.
Hard to believe they didn't see us sooner.
Like any successful illusion ball, let them see what they expect to see. And most times, they won't look too hard.
Actual target appears 65 miles due west, not approaching the tanker. We're moving to intercept now. We have good visibility and we're able to make positive ID short.
Okay, Bill. They're on to us. Give us as much as you can spare.
Paul, we still need 5 more minutes. Have we got it?
Depends on what kind of air-to-air stuff they're carrying and whether they plan on using it. If they wait more than 3 minutes from right now, we should be able to outrun anything they fire at us. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but one of the fighters has a weapons lock on us.
Target is now in visual range and has started to climb to launch. Firing missile right now.
Negative, Gatekeeper. Stand down. New order just came in. Abort your attack.
Damn, we have incoming.
Bill, hit your booster right now. Pat, be ready. We may have to leave Windsucker any second. Paul, how much time do we have?
Impact in 30 seconds. Hey, what about Bill? We might be able to outrun it with wind sector.
If we light our candles, I'm sure we will be the only heat signature that missile can see. Is there still just one chasing us?
Strange. But I'll take any good luck we can get.
If they can issue counterfeit orders, so can I. I hope I wasn't too late.
Pat, we reach our window in 10 seconds. Be ready. Hit it, Pat. We're out of time. Yes. Oh, but I'd say we got ignition.
See? I told you the missile would try to follow us.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we got you boys off planet as quietly as we had hoped. In fact, the opposite seems to have happened. It appears someone very high up in the opposition is taking a personal interest in you three. I'm afraid this means we're going to have to close down our gateway route. Too bad. We've moved a lot of good people through.
I don't suppose this is where you tell us exactly where all these good people went.
Not yet, but soon. The problem in front of us right now is how can we get our adversary off your trail? We can't allow him to discover where you boys are going, and he's obviously decided it is worth the extra effort to kill you boys. First, during your trip up, and now we have intercepted an effort to have you destroyed in orbit.
Wow. Why does the government want us killed? Besides, I didn't think the space treaties allowed anybody to put weapons in space. So what are they going to take us out with?
First, the United States government does not want you killed. However, someone who can compromise the military's command and control does. So any weapons system the military has can, in a short time frame, be purposefully misdirected, and sadly, the U.S. military is not the only one being compromised.
How short a time frame are we talking about?
Tough to say. Probably only about 5 minutes. If you're asking someone to do something out of their mission plan, they'll contact their command immediately. But if the order seems to be within the overall mission plan, it could go unchallenged, even through after action.
Huh. So that's how they got the jets to fire on us.
Exactly. And that's how they hope to get the Russians to take you out.
The Russians have weapons in space?
Not in the conventional sense, but yes. In fact, all 3 of the major space powers are guilty of fudging their treaties a bit.
So we talking about lasers? Rockets? What?
Oh, nothing that obvious. Think of them as kamikaze satellites. They masquerade as simple communications spacecraft, but they can adjust their orbit to allow them to collide directly with another satellite.
But we don't have to keep faith in a fixed orbit, do we?
That's the rub. Once you know where a spacecraft is going, you can pretty accurately calculate its orbital path in advance.
So how do we get Faith to the station without the Russians destroying it?
We don't. Now, here's what we have to do.
Computer, report.
Shuttle has been destroyed. No survivors. All sources confirmed.
Good. Now I can return to stasis and wait for first force arrival.
That was close. I'll say, hope we weren't seen.
Good job, boys. Now quickly turn off your locators and be sure to use only your local intercoms. My transmission is encrypted pretty heavily, so it should be secure. But I don't want you to reply since it would give away your position. If you look at your heads-up display, you will see a target indicator in the center. Orient yourselves until the blue dot is aligned with it. About 1 minute from now, you will see a countdown indicator. When it reaches 0, give us 15 seconds of full thrust, nozzle 4 only. Then, exactly 5 minutes later, I need one of you to turn your locator on for 5 seconds only. Then stand by for your next instructions.
I show 73% remaining and about 4.5 hours of O2. How about you, Pat?
Heads up indicates 70% fuel reserve, and life support is just under 4 hours.
And you, Paul?
About the same. 70 on fuel and 4 hours and change on O2.
Okay, everybody line up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay, I'll send the locator signal in 50 seconds. And then I guess we'll just have to wait. Hard not to feel helpless, isn't it?
Yeah, but what of you?
Good news, boys. You're now on the right orbital plane. However, your jetpacks don't have enough delta V left to allow you to match orbits with your target. So the best we can do is a transfer orbit. The propellant you have left will get you to the target, but you won't have any left to slow down with. That means you'll be moving about 3 feet per second faster than your target, and you'll have very little energy to make any last-minute course corrections.
How's everybody doing? I'm at 34 on propulsion and just dropped under 3 hours on O2.
About the same, 33.7 and 4 minutes, under 3 hours.
29.8 and 2:48. Looks like I'm low man.
Not too surprising. You do weigh a bit more than Pat or I.
Is this where you start the fat jokes?
No, I was just explaining why you're lower on fuel. You eat more than Pat and I, so you have more mass.
Man's got to keep his strength up. Is it my fault I have a fast metabolism?
Okay, back to the problem at hand. If we're all going to get to our ride, we're going to need to use our available delta V as efficiently as we can. Tethering up should help, but we'll put Paul in the center since he'll run out first. Pat, sound off when you go dry. We both need to power down at the same time to avoid vectoring off target.
I'm dry.
I'm dry.
Okay, we're adrift.
Looks like we're going to be a few feet short, Carl.
Yeah, computer is projecting we'll pass within about 30 feet. I have about a 5-second burst left in my jetpack, but that couldn't pull us all close enough.
You could untether. If you make it, you might be able to come after us.
I have a better idea. Get that third tether out of Pat's EVA unit. We'll link you and Pat together, and I'll put 2 in series between you guys and me. That should give me enough slack to reach the satellite. If I can hang on, you 2 can pull yourselves in using the tether.
Sure you can hang on? When we hit the end of the tether, you'll have to stop 500 pounds moving at about 4 miles an hour.
Wish me luck.
I'd say we cut that pretty close. See any controls?
I'll bet there's some controls in that box over there.
Okay, think you can operate this thing, Pat?
Pretty sure.
Excellent.
What's excellent, Pat?
Our navigations computer just upgraded. It appears the station has data link with us. All I have to do now is tell it take us home.